So friends, welcome back to yet another episode. Today I'm going to talk about something that I'm sure everyone has faced, and at some point in your life, I'm very sure you've faced this, and that's resistance. So you know that feeling when you're about to become successful or you're about to make a big move in your life? Yes, that's that resistance that you get when something amazing is going to come into your life, when you start living life to the fullest, when you realize your purpose in life. Resistance then starts to breed up. So you hit a wall and you find yourself, you're starting to procrastinate, you're starting to have self-doubt, you're having that voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough. You start having imposter syndrome. Resistance is actually just showing up. So resistance comes when you actually starting to do a good thing. And it's like your comfort zone is trying to call you back. Like, man, you come back here. Come back and be normal. Be the way you were from the beginning. Be just like anyone. Resistance does not come to people who are not successful. It comes to you when you're getting successful. So let me be real with you. I feel resistance every day of my life when I wake up. When I open my eyes in my bed, I just hear something telling me, just add some more minutes, some more 30 minutes. After all, you ironed your clothes yesterday. They don't pay you to wake up early. Things like that. That resistance. But someone told me, when you wake up, do not think about anything. That's the best way to get out of bed. When you start thinking, end up staying in for another 30 minutes. You're thinking, you're what? Because at that point, your brain has just woken up and whatever's been going through it is now awakened. All the thoughts and what start coming. But if you wake up and you're like, I'm up, let me go and do something, let me go and shower, let me pray, let me do this, you overcome the resistance that comes with that, the thinking. So even just my podcast journey, I've not talked about this, but I think it's time I talk about it, because I'm actually talking about resistance. I started thinking about doing a podcast. I think it was in my year 1 at campus. That is years back. So 2 years back, I think about doing a podcast. I had seen something of sort of like a podcast, but it was more fun. And at that time, I had a friend called Peter, a good friend of mine. So he used to watch Kasuku live, and I think some people have seen it. Some people see TikTok clips and what. So in my mind, I was like, I like talking. I like jazzing a lot. I think I can do this. And it was a good idea then. But you see, an idea is very good when it's executed or when you put actions to it. Years down the road, I'm like, I don't have a mic, I don't have this. The resistance started kicking in, so that the idea is covered in that resistance. So I happened to get a microphone. Someone invested in me, a very good friend bought me a microphone. Then I had the microphone, I think, for another year. And I was using it for other things. But those things have even never been produced out. And until now, this year, 2024, I think end of March, was I need to act on this. So then there I started I started listening to better podcasts. Okay, I used to listen to many, but then I started taking podcasts seriously. I think from September of 2023, then 2024 March, like that, up to today, I listened to about 2 hours of podcast. But going back, I did about 15 recordings, and they were never published, and they were far away from actually what I'm doing right now, like the theme of the podcast. They were more of freestyling, just doing things, but all that was resistance. I was like feeling, I think I don't sound good enough. I've not done the music well enough. I've not put these words together. The ideas do not match. But then it was just all the resistance, because there's something great going on here, and I can feel it. And even up to now, I still get that resistance, because I still have the multiple ideas coming in, and that's deviating away from what you've planned to do. That's resistance in its kind. I get those moments when I'm like, this topic is not good enough. This is not good enough to talk about. This was not recorded well. Things of that sort. So the resistance keeps coming, because this is something good. This is something I'm actually planning to grow over time. Like, I'm passionate about doing this, sharing knowledge, and it's actually a big thing. So that's why there is resistance. But in my time of understanding resistance and the things that come around with it, resistance is just something that is going to help me in my journey. It's going to help me become better. It's going to help me understand that I'm actually doing this because it's good. Because resistance won't come if something is not good. Because nature, once something is still normal, resistance does not come. People cannot tell you you're doing this. People can't hate you if you're too good. People hate people who are too good. Anyway, so resistance is part of the journey, and you have to push through it. You can actually create smaller goals, because smaller wins help you progress. Because when you add up the small wins, you get the big thing. Now, like just my podcast, I sat down and I said, okay, let me at least come up with the topics in self-improvement, in culture, in society. Let me come up with the topics, things I'll ever talk about. I came up with the topics. There are many. And those small goals were like, okay, I think you can do this. I think you can do this. And even my first episode, I recorded it. Like, let me say, I recorded it on Friday, because I record either on Friday or Saturday. And I released it the next Monday. And today I'm on episode, I think, 7. And I feel like I'm going to do more, because I've now got the momentum to do this. There are still very few listeners, but I know at some point this will be very big, because Ugandans love successful people. Okay, everyone loves successful people. Yeah, actions kill fear. If you do something slowly, you kill the fear. You do something, the longer you wait to do it, the more the resistance will come. So do something. Do something about that dream that you have. Do something about that project you have. Do something about that thought you've just got now. Do something about it, because the resistance is going to keep coming. You're going to be there, and you're going to take time in the analysis paralysis. So take the great friend and my accountability partner, I have a great friend and he's actually my accountability partner, and he keeps pushing me, man, if you have this dream, go for it, do this, come with a plan, but also come with the actions that follow the plan. Yeah. So because God cannot make you think about something that is not possible, or even the world cannot show you something that ain't possible to happen. Actually, I think everything is possible, most especially if you believe in God. Everything is possible. So ideally, focus on the bigger picture. Always be there. Remember why you started. Because even for my podcast journey, I had to remind myself every time the resistance kicked in, the reason as to why I started doing the podcast, the reason as to why I started recording every Friday, every Saturday, every day. It was because they are listeners, the people who are going to find this one day, the people who are going to get their life purpose through this. I remember my listeners every week, and I get to my microphone, to my phone, and then record something for the next Monday. I think about even the impact that I'm going to make in people's lives every time. I remember the gifts that God gave me, so I make sure I always show up. Because the resistance is going to keep coming, but always show up so that the resistance reduces its magnitude in your life. The resistance reduces its impact in your life. Because the more you leave something, an idea without actions, then the resistance wins. So as I conclude, I want to leave you with this, that the next time you feel resistance coming, just know whatever you're doing is a good thing. Know that you've started living it. The life you have, you started living it. Okay? I'll say to those that keep listening, tuning in every week, thank you very much. I'm seeing the numbers. They're quite promising, but I'll keep doing this until we make it there. Because even looking at the numbers and I give in, then the resistance comes in. So let's just keep growing, keep listening. I'm going to be here for you every Monday, and we're going to see this journey through. So thank you for listening, and if you like this episode, you can share it with your friends, relatives. You can share it in those groups. Share the link around. Let people know about Beizzo's Kiboozi, and let's see this dream grow out together. Thank you, and see you on Monday.